We've used this process pretty successfully, and people in general seem to understand it. One of the things that we do with the prioritization is we couch that with the phrase, what do you want to have done when the money runs out, by the time the money runs out? My question is, what do you do with the people that resist this process completely? And when is the point where you decide to let a client go because they're not helping their own project?
When they stop paying?
No, when they stop making a time commitment to do things. You know, when they say things over and over like, look, we don't want to keep talking about stuff, we just want to get it done. Can't you just make it work? You know, and you're like, I need to know how to make it work, you know, and you get into the impasse, you know, and the people resist the requirement discovery process.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Hey, we've got a suggestion coming from the floor.
make it work. Okay, let's define it.
Sometimes what
No,
you
it's
need
not
to
done
do
yet.
is
No,
to
no, no.
bring in a third party.
Yeah.
In my
And
experience,
again, that's whether can you find someone else in that company who you can go for a coffee with and understand what is it that makes the boss tick? Why are they so, you know, and is there something that you can understand from that other person in the company that will help you get more of what they get? There will be times, there are some completely objectionable people in the world, unfortunately, and yes, they are in business. If you have the misfortune of coming across those, all I can suggest is that you look for lateral ways of handling and talk to people in the community about what do I do? Who's got an idea on how I can go back to this company and this person? There will be times when you need to exit, and doing that well is tricky as well. Maybe agreeing on a process, a delay, and saying, this can't continue until we have some time, but that's okay. Shall we give it a month and come back to it? You know, the project's already 2 months delayed because we haven't had enough time. Maybe until you'll finish this piece that's in your business now, we can come back to it. It's a number of things, but looking for a third person's view is very helpful.
How would you handle a project that you really can't oversee? If you have a
Don't
project
start.
that has so many details
Mm-hmm.
that it's hardly impossible to fix a price.
Phase it.
It happens. Phase it.
Phased delivery.
Phase, yeah.
Yes, definitely. And so you agree the price on the first phase, you agree the pieces that will be delivered in the first phase, and agree the staging point where maybe halfway through the first phase you're talking about what comes in the next phase, what is the pricing on that bit. And in those cases you really want the business to put someone into the project at least half time, maybe quarter time, maybe, you know, get some commitment on a weekly basis from someone in their company to keep in touch with you about where things are going. When it's a complex and a long delivery, you've got to have that very close staging point. Even with a small company, it may come down to having a coffee with them once a week, so that they just hear where you're up to, you hear where they're going, you get that. With a larger company, it may be a teleconference, getting a couple of people on the line, using a half-hour slot once a week. This is where we're up to, this is what we found, this is the defects we've fixed, this is the thing we're not sure about, how do you want this handled? Very quick agenda, go through, they come away happy, you come away knowing what the next bit is.